Hey, I want to take a moment today to talk about how billionaires are stealing your gun rights and my gun rights through the initiative process. Now, we all know billionaires love to buy politicians and get their laws passed. They love to pass anti-gun laws because they don't like little people like us having guns. But now they're doing something even more insidious, if you ask me. They're abusing the ballot initiative processes in states where they don't even live. Now, you might say to yourself, well, how can you really abuse the ballot initiative process? If people don't like the initiative, they won't have to sign the initiative. And if they don't like it, if it makes it to the ballot, they just don't have to vote for it. So the billionaires are just wasting their money sending people out there to collect signatures. Well, that's not true. Because you got to remember, these people are paid to get signatures, and they're paid to get as many signatures as possible. However many signatures they get determines how much they're paid. So when you have people being paid to gather signatures, they do things they shouldn't do to get those signatures. And people end up signing things they didn't intend to sign. A perfect example is a ballot initiative here in Washington, which is Initiative 1639. As you can see here from this sign right here, people are being asked to sign this ballot initiative, but right next to it, it says, no tax on groceries, no grocery tax. People are thinking that they're signing a petition to prevent Washington from enacting a tax on groceries, which isn't the case at all. That's just totally misleading. And even when they're sort of being honest about what the ballot initiative is about, they say it in a very misleading way, like this sign that says, keep ARs out of the hands of kids. And then in little words, under 21, kids real big, and under 21 in little words here, little letters. They're being really dishonest about getting the initiative, the signatures for the initiatives. And like I said, these are people that are being paid. They're coming up from California mostly, like these little yahoos here in Esther Short Park today, gathering signatures and telling people a bunch of bull about the initiative to get them to sign it. So the way they gather the signatures is very dishonest. And then it gets on the ballot. And here's the thing. Then they give these things titles that make sense, that sound like, oh, that's a good thing. Like, keep ARs out of the hands of kids. Well, a lot of people would vote for that. But they don't tell you that that's not really what this law is made for. It does a lot of really bad things, but they don't talk about that. And our state attorney general is in the pocket of these billionaires, and he allows them to use these misleading titles. For example, this 1639, they use the term safe schools, safe communities as the title. That's what people would be voting on. Safe schools and safe communities, even though this bill does nothing to make schools safer or communities safer. All it does is take rights away from law-abiding citizens and create new ways that gun owners, law-abiding gun owners, can become felons. They had to be sued to change the name of this initiative because the original name of the initiative was very misleading. They name these things like, it'll be like you can't own a gun that holds more than 10 rounds. And they'll name the initiative, free hand jobs and lower round counts, and then they'll get people to sign it with those misleading titles. That's not really the title, but that's one that would get me to sign. So they do this stuff very dishonestly. And then it gets on the ballot, and then they count on people not to actually read the law. And there's a lot of problems with these laws. So they count on this fact that money talks and that you can fool most of the people some of the time, especially if you have attorney generals that are dishonest and are willing to work with you to help you fool people. So if you're out there and you see these people gathering signatures for initiatives, ask them what it's about. Ask them to read it. Confront them about what they're saying. Confront them about their sign. Say, why is there a no grocery tax sign here if you're really gathering signatures for an anti-gun ballot? And, we got to start doing something about this. We can't keep ignoring this. We can't keep saying, well, initiatives are the will of the people, because they are no longer the will of the people. They are tricks perpetrated on the people by billionaires. So we need to start standing up to the initiative process. I hate to see the initiative process go away, but if it's going to be co-opted by billionaires, we're better off without it. Because I don't know about you, but I want to decide my own rights, and I want my fellow men to come together and decide our own collective rights. I don't want it to be done by 1 or 2% of the people who are the elites who think they know better than we do.